Okay, that's all the Blue Quest Aether Currents. That just leaves the last two, which hopefully we should get somewhat soon. I mean, we're not going to finish MSQ. We're not going to finish Elpis this stream, especially after spending so much time working on that stupid fight. But we're gonna try and get as close to the end as we can. Before I take this, let me see where we are in MSQ. We're on a flower upon your return. Yeah, I want to get through at least this and probably a couple more. This appears to be the teleporter Venat told you about. Motes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was recently activated. Proceed to EO, EB. Okay, so the last one should be on this way. Yeah, northwest. It is located... Not this one. Not this one. It is located right about here. So I'll just put that on the map so I can remember it. Hey, Venat, we're up here. Ah, good. The Neos acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to KH, we follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. Okay. Follow this path and then left at the crossroads. I assume these are the crossroads? I mean, if the Aether Current's gonna be like right there, then I might as well just get it. Oh, come on, sir. Sir? Sir? Sir, I don't have time for this. Sir? There we go. No? Sir? There we go. Alright, that takes care of all of the overworld Aether Currents. Yep. All that's left is the MSQ Aether Current. Let's go ahead and get this off the map. Okay, Venat. So this thing is a bunch of like connected spaces, and then the door is just a portal to each of them. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask about Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. Ah, okay. Maybe the two of them. Yep. I thought Emmett was just going to keep walking and ignore us. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Meteion, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke about appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one, which is exactly what Venat was saying. Or, so saith the illustrious emet-selch. Oh, it was Emmet who came up with this. Interesting. Bah. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hydraldeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits the description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help us, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We have practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandino lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that, I am certain. It seems there is more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. We basically came to the same conclusion. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for understanding. Yeah. This does not mean I believe your ridiculous story. But as emet-selch, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. Personally offensive? Yeah, that I thought it just laughs. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and do another one. Oh, that was a bit glitchy. How lovely. Our merry duo has become a quartet. Past disagreements are no reason to reject collaboration in here and now. I commend emet-selch for his practicality. Do not approach me, do not speak to me, and do not dare presume to treat me as a friend. I'm merely carrying out my duty. Sure, Emmet. Sure. Hunger in the garden. Hythodeus is eager to find Hermes. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. That's right, you can just, find him. There he is. On the next aisle over, Meteion is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to the ME from the device at the bottom of the slope. Alright, let's head on over there. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're still on the same, Oh, right, we gotta go over to there, right? Yeah, let's see. Because we came up from the path to the right here. So then we gotta go over to here instead. Oh yeah, there's another teleporter here. I guess one of them is gonna at least one of them is gonna register me as a guest so I can use this. This appears to be the teleporter to ME. Sure, let's go. Okay, gang. Let's see, where are we now? Ah, okay. ME is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly or dangerous. I have also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let's just say that no one should live near the Neos, which provides access to a certain facility. What? You expect me to praise you and your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there's no denying that Venat is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and expertise is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics, in any field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motives somewhat impenetrable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature, at once so close and at the same time so very distant. Emmett, sounds like you like her. Or at least you respect her. They are close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Why are we just standing here? Well then, Brilliant, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If we all go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... then again, perhaps Brilliant can handle them. She did survive a bout with Venat, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. This does not surprise me at all. Actually, hold on, let's talk to Hythlodaeus again. Someone needs to go into the Hungry Gardens. I speak to Hermes, emet-selch nominated as... And it seems emet-selch has nominated you for the task. Yeah, that's about right. Well, let's head into the Hungry Gardens. Hopefully we don't have another stupid solo instance. Oh my. I thought I was just gonna be avoiding stuff, but of course they're gonna just spawn it on me. There we go. Let's see. Now where is Hermes? That's not a pleasant sound. You want some slimy tentacle ASMR? Or did I just walk right past them? No. Then where are they? Oh, never mind. Got another thing to kill. Okay, oops. Feel like I'm doing arm veil. Come on. There we go. Let's keep looking. Am I just walking past them or something? Okay, I'm gonna look this up after this fight. Because I might just be like doing the completely wrong thing. But like with this quest and the previous and that stupid hard encounter, it honestly feels like they were like struggling to get this finished and didn't like completely test it. Okay, let me just check hunger in the gardens. Make sure there isn't something I'm like missing here. Search for Hermes in the Hungering Gardens. He'll be at 26.3, 9.3. Okay. Did I just walk right past him? Oh, what the heck? I must have just walked right past him. Brilliant, where did you come from? Brilliant, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus in emet-selch company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. I will not be long. I promise you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. If you're really gonna, like, be there, then... sure. I was prepared to swoop in if need be, but 'tis clear you have faced your fair share of monstrous opponents. I mean, I faced off against you. What is that ghastly odor? I might have got sneezed on. You spoke with Hermes then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or shall I say smell? I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. I still don't feel like we should let Meteion know about this stuff. I get the feeling she's gonna end up learning. For as fascinating as it would be to meet with the emet-selch who could recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all the concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that it is. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of us rewriting history. I was prepared to swoop in. Yeah, we read that. Why am I always so forward-thinking? I simply wish to enjoy all that life has to offer. Words without sound. Emet-selch seems content to stay where he is. Of course he does. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. Ah, there they are.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are, and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Venat. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
Okay.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Then let's head over there.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Huh?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Wait, what? Well, hold on.
I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Did she just make first contact?
May we please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Oh. Okay, things are getting interesting.
It hurts, it hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Oh, we're getting Shadowbringers level creepy.
Hurt. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
That's convenient
Most effective.
for her.
Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
So anyone gonna help me?
Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Anyone gonna ask if I'm alright?
Are you all right?
There we go.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Well, now I don't want to stop. It's getting good. Oh, let's go search for Meteion. Oh, let's see if we can find her. Oh, there's a suspicious disturbance. Disturbance. You calm your mind, your senses questing in any hint of Meteion's presence. But you fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's see what Venat has to say. I've strained my senses to their limits, but found nothing. You must calm your mind, that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Let's check this one too. You calm your mind, your senses questing in any hint of Meteion's presence. It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, no. Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run. To hide. Meteion's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. So what I'm guessing is what's gonna happen is they're gonna receive. They've met new life, but they were absolutely horrible. And she doesn't want Hermes to hear because he'll feel bad. Or like somehow she feels like she's responsible for it. Or something like that. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Okay, are there any more sparkly lights? Oh, there's one. Suspicious disturbance. Greetings and salutations. Meteion? Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. Must run. Run far away. Oh, I guess we should head up the slope. Please, don't follow me. Meteion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing up at the top of the ridge. Oh, let's keep following her. I know she said she didn't want to be followed, but like, this seems to be her best lead so far. Starting to remember why I enjoy playing this game. Because this story is picking up. Oh, this quest is called Words Without Sound. Did I read that out? I don't remember reading that out. Oh, because it said quest accepted. And whatever. Suspicious disturbance. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Oh, there's Emmet. Oh, yeah, Emmet. Ugh, this is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her. Brilliant. Follow her voice. Okay, well, I saw this one over here, so I'm gonna... It's closer and it's more well hidden, so maybe this will be the right one. I saw that there was one over by the tree to the right. Strain to here, she must be elsewhere. Okay. Sir. I'm trying to find a little blue bird. Have you seen her around here? How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Meteion's anguished voice drifts farther away south. Okay. So let's see, my guess is... I know I just said what my guess is, but now I'm kind of thinking slightly different. That the reason that they wanted to search out new life is because they know the star is going to be destroyed or something like that. And now it's been triggered. Now that we've mentioned it, it's been triggered, and now she's learning stuff. Yeah, we'll find out soon. I suspect that this is the right one. I saw that there was another one over to the side, but I'm going to check this one first. Well, first I'm going to kill this stupid thing. Excuse me, sir. Little blue bird is in trouble. check this one. And if it's not this one, I'll go back and check the other one. Strain, finder elsewhere. Maybe it's always the second or third one. No, it has to. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the way that they do it is there's one that's correct. Now, where was that other one we saw? Oh, there it is. I don't know if this is the exact one we saw, but we'll check it anyway. Yep, that's the right one. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all people of Atheris. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Brilliant, you mustn't listen. Clearly she just doesn't want to tell us the report. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Meteon's anguished voice flees to the lake. Any signs of Meteion? Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to prevent her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Meteion are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something that's happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access their shared consciousness from theirs? We don't? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Meteion's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track her down the Meteion we just lost, we have no means of communicating with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. He's probably worried about her. I mean, it would make sense. A frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. Oh, clever emet-selch. 'Tis a shame there is no registered concept we could use to create another Meteion. Assuming, of course, we could link her to the shared mind. But no, if it were a viable solution, Hermes would have suggested it. In the final days, Ether is twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond the star, its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not picture which emerges from these latest pieces. So the aliens are attacking? Oh my dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? But clearly it must be pretty bad. My apologies. We should focus on the task at hand. Yeah, we talked to her. Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Hythodeus has a suggestion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteion renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with the surfeit of ether? Much how emet-selch solidified your presence when we first met you? Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Oh, brother. That's the complete wrong voice for Emmet. Brilliant will continue to search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you'll proceed to reveal her wayward familiar with a swift etheric downpour. Very clever, and thankfully, she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards the lead. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. This sounds like simultaneously a really good and really bad idea. You're going to corner a scared animal and then expect her to just calm down. This does not seem like it's going to turn out well. Then we have our plan. Brilliant and emet-selch will be our tracker and trapper, respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emet-selch and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, Emmet, just you and me. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteion and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Emet-selch is not accompanying you? Oh yeah, I like this. Oh, let's check the shiny that we see here. And there's another shiny over there, which is probably the one that we need to go to. Oops. She went into the lake, as if that wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that one expense should be make her easier to find. You won't lose her this time. Oh, there's a dialogue over here. Definitely want to get that. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Don't you think of dragging me over the falls, final days or no. If I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. I just walk right over the edge. Okay, Emmett, you getting drenched? First, where I'm gonna drench Emmett. Okay, where's the sparkles? Nope, there's one. Let's check this one. Not here. I'm not here. Please. By the rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Meteion. We will hear your report, good or bad. Brilliant? What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Yeah, I figured that's how it was gonna be. She's worried about Hermes, and then he's worried about her. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. I wonder if Hermes is gonna... If learning this news is what's gonna break Hermes. But supposedly the Fandaniel of the convocation in our timeline worked with them, but is he the Fandaniel that worked with them? Is the question. I think there's another speech bubble there, so I'll try and do that. But then who's the Fandaniel that we talked to in our time. Or the Fandango that took over, Asahi's body. There we go. Let's check. No, let's do the speech first. I think there's a teleporter here, too. Is this Neas not in use? It seems to have been left at the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteion's essence. We move on. Well, let's see if this disturbance is the one that we need to get to. There, I see her. You know, if we can figure out if like, is she willing to tell us, or is she worried that we're going to tell Hermes, or is Hermes even the person that she doesn't want to tell? Does she just not want to tell any of us? Because clearly it's something bad. Oh, there we go. But like, clearly we need to know, unless this is what ends up like triggering the final days. Oh, there she goes. Emmett, what are you doing?
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
I'd run from that too.
Please, Meteion. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Uh-oh.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad.
All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star.
I bet they were all slaughtered or something.
Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across Star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
All of them are gonna find civilizations wiped out.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population
Okay,
shortly thereafter.
I see where this is going.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey,
She can't answer the can't get
or
the
none who
answers.
desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Oh no.
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Yep, the elegance.
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to
Ooh.
question.
There we go.
No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion. Not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Well, Hermes, that probably isn't the right move. Anyway, let's talk to these three, finish this up, and I think we're gonna wrap up for today. Let's see, this was Follow, Wander, Stumble, Listen. Okay, yeah, so the next one is the dungeon. So we'll go ahead and pick up from there and finish up Elpis next time. ... If all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteion's report, then it is right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may be well hang upon the choice he makes at that moment, and we must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Yeah, well, that doesn't sound like what he wants to do, so that's not how this is going to play out.